Yep. Yep. Cozy music for sure. Yeah, I was muted. Um, I think you had a stream early. You stream. Well, I was about to say you stream early, but that's not early in your case. I think that's what mid afternoon when you were streaming earlier today. I want to say it was mid afternoon. Why is this not working? Ba, 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 ba. I don't know why the dashboard is not working right now. There we go. There it is. There it is. Okay. Okay, whatever. One thing at a time. Oh, it's morning for you. Gotcha. Gotcha. Um, did you? Hey. Okay, no, that was another person. Pardon. Um, what are you working on now? With I know obviously game development, or I'm fairly certain obviously game development, but like where are you at? Last thing I saw was you updating like a value for a screen, but I don't recall what else. Why? Why is this? What? What happened? That doesn't make sense. Oh, because of this value. So input. Change that. I'm trying. I keep looking up when I can look down to view this. I'm trying to learn 3D and struggling hard. Tutorial hell for me. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, totally get that. Totally understandable. Um, if I would love to be able to hop on to earlier or a stream of yours, so that way I could see and like maybe help out. Because for sure it's gonna be hell, or at least it's gonna be hard. And my next project is gonna be 3D, so I'd love to learn beside you. What is there something in particular you're struggling with? Is like movement, collision? There's 10,000 problems in game development every day, which is like fun and not fun, but mostly fun, but also mostly not fun. um, let's see. What was I doing? Oh, right, the button. I was referencing the button in the script. This is game over scene. And oh, the music, I should have put this in the chat, is from Heartbound. Check it out on. There's a demo available for free on stream. I love their OST is amazing, and there's so many songs, and they're also gracious enough to allow you to, as a streamer, publish or use their music, because the copyright can be a bitch to find good music on to play on Twitch. But to be able to support a dev and oh, sorry that echo. Yes, Thor's game. Yep, Pirate Software Thor's game. He is a super cool guy, from what I can tell, and I like the game aesthetic. I have not played the demo, but yeah. All right. Dot pressed. We emit a signal, and then we have to connect that signal. Isn't there a way? There should be a function of this button. Or alignment, icon, text. No, none of these. Text, click me. button press, and then you connect to self and do the button press function. So I guess that would be it. We'll just use this. I'm gonna copy it, but I'm not gonna obviously use exactly that. Let me just put that here for the time being. Let me comment this out for the time being. No, that's not what I wanted to do. A username, that's good. Hey, I still love that name. And Endel. The gang's all here. That's awesome. How's it going for you guys? Well, early morning for two of you. So, I guess Endel. You guys just woke up. If it wouldn't be in the input, it would be in the ready function. But in the ready function, I guess it's ready at that point. Is it listening for input? We can test it. I don't know why I'm questioning it when it's so easy. And that's when the text we're doing in the thing, so we don't need that. And then this, it would be it's not called button. Oh well, the button within the function. Press, and then we connect to self and we say button press and add child button. This line of code confuses me. I don't see why we would do that. So I'm gonna ignore that for a time. Well, ignore it. Just have it commented out. And then button pressed. We are not doing hello world. We are doing get tree. Change. Mostly well with just fighting with the idea of my current project. What's the idea if you don't, if you can share? You know, obviously we're nerds, so like just interesting problems are interesting, especially when they're not yours. It's like, oh yeah, it's a real head scratcher, but I have no pressure to solve that. This is gonna be the flying game, correct? I should have named this better. Also, the button. Let me read the documentation again before I'm clicky clacky like an idiot. Chipping away at tutorials, almost done with the Brackeys Godot tutorial. Brackeys is literally how I started game development, so I do think that's a good idea. Did you manage to finish the tug of war? No, I did not finish the tug of war game. So where we're at with it is we have we'll add polish later, but the game is able to end and transition to a game over screen once the player. Let me just test that right now. I say that and then watch it not fucking work right now. Is that, am I in this, or it's already assigned to 11? Okay, hold on. Let me see if it's still in testing. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, let me change the value back to 0. Long story short, I did not complete it. I'm transitioning to the game over screen. The game over screen is going to connect to, or have 2 buttons to be able to select the other 2 games available for Kiddo, and then after that it's polishing, making it look better, making the good feedback upon the tug. I would kind of like a little bit, maybe a little bit of a screen shake. I don't know, but a bit more feedback as the playtesting for my Kiddo. There isn't a good amount of feedback when you successfully get to your side, other than the letter, which isn't fun inherently. To be like, oh, I heard a letter. Like, that's not a fun reward. There should be something more physical, virtually. So, well, some type, insert particle effect here. over rendering super sample my game by using. Ooh, you know what I love? You know what I love? I love about the game dev communities. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about in the best way. Like, I mean, I know it. Like, I know what you're saying, but I don't know what that equates to. So I'm gonna quickly sub viewer. Obviously, no, that's within the engine. But over render super sample my game by using. Oh wait, sub. Let me make sure I am understanding it correctly. Sub viewport go. My understanding that's the play window, right? Oh, interesting, interesting. Think of a viewport as a screen in which the game is projected. In order to see the game, we need to have a surface in which to draw. That's a perfectly concise explanation of it. Perfect. Okay, cool. Yeah, the 3D tutorial is recent, and that's for Godot. So that's great, because I literally started, I don't know, 5 years ago with a Godot tutorial from Brackeys that was 3D but for Unity. Oh. Game window. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Because I was like, okay, I fully understand viewport, but like as far as, I don't know what your terminology was, clocking it? Over render. Wait, which one's gonna be high res? I'm confused because I know you have the inventory management and then the asteroids, that classical game, beep, 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 you know what I'm talking about. Asteroids high res is interesting. I wouldn't have obviously nothing wrong with the idea. I just wouldn't have thought to like let me high resolution these like vector drawings. I like the concept of that is like I've never conceptualized that. I'm like, well, if it's 2D and particles, what would higher resolution do? But that, I mean, that's interesting. I don't know. Please do tell, because now I'm just interested of like, how does that work and what does that look like? Being high res but still being a vector drawing. Like, what is the effect of that? That's so interesting. Okay, I can't do both. It's gonna give me a headache. Well, I should have just kept it at 11. No, fuck it. Let's just test it from the origin. I love the dog on the left. Really has a good animation out of this. Dog on the right, not so much. Not so much. Oh, equal point. About every modern display has fixed high res. The vector display uses the original game actually drawing lines between points. There was a fixed number of points, but it would draw on the direct line between those points. Phones, points. I was like, phones? That's a new terminology. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So, this like reminds me of. No, it's not exactly, but it reminds me of God. FPS, like frames per second, like that. What being able to chop it up more precisely allows as far as visual effects. And thank you for teaching me something new. I'm gonna hope to remember that point. Because what was the point that you made originally? Vector display used for the original game actually draws lines between points. There's a fixed number of points, but it would draw a direct line between those points. So am I understanding it that it would be draws a direct line between those points? Maybe someday. Again, Endo helps me get smarter. Because I'm like, oh, these aren't things I would think about. Um, so drawing a line between those points rather than using the fixed points. Am I understanding that correctly? Just has a vector display didn't have pixels. Vector display didn't have. Now I'm lost again. I'm sorry, Null. That you L. It ends at L, which is not right. Should L at A B C D E F G H I J K L M. So one more. So -1. Right. I remember that. That was the original value we had. Was -1. Okay. So good thing I double checked that anyway, rather than assuming. All right, a username that's good. I love that name, man. I really do. All right, let's. Oh. Okay. Wait. But was that N twice? Was that N twice or so? It is the N twice. Why? Maybe it should be a separate value? Yeah. If it goes twice, then. But why? I thought they would. You know what? Don't even question it. The data shows that it's doing that, so might as well. Why the fuck is EXO? Well, we're gonna redo the assets. Okay, so again, here's the problem. We hit it. Maybe because of the value. Well, we believe it to be off. We believe it to be off by at least 1. So player 2 would be 0 for whatever reason. I guess the lists differ to that some extent. Don't know what extent. But yeah. Okay, and then it should end correctly now. I should just up the pull strength rather than testing in this stupid way. No game over, and then there's. And then that's twice again, so back to 0. Okay, with a normal display, you can draw a digital line. It ends up with little stair pieces. Okay, yeah. Because it is, I'm just gonna draw an example, and this is, I appreciate your patience with me. Like, I need to dumb this down for me, so I make sure I understand what you're saying. Okay, so let's do white. So normally, what we're getting, get the fuck out of here, preview. Normally we're getting the staircase that you said. Okay, wow, well, not what I'm trying to do. Staircase. Staircase because it has to render a line, the lines part of the nearest pixel. Think of trying to draw a circle in Minecraft. It's a okay, gotcha. Digital line, gotcha. Okay, interesting. So more precise, which would make it like, I'm trying to like compute it to a reference because, well, I guess I could just literally type in high res 2D game. Octopath Traveler, Dragon Quest. I love Octopath Traveler, so let me just look at that. Okay. Gotcha. I think I was just stuck because I'm so used to asteroids looking like so old that I was like, but how does this even work? But you explaining it like that is like, okay, well, it's the way it's rendering lines is more precise rather than it being blocky because it doesn't have to compute for or factor in for An old vector display didn't have pixels. The electron beam would move on a clear line between 2 points, no pixel. You're blowing my mind right now. Hold on. So it would be, you're talking about like a, rather than pixels being displayed, it would be like, what's a good example for this? Um, like I don't know, like here's the surface, and then beams of light are being shot up, and then that's how it's rendering versus actually drawing on a surface. Does that sound right? Because there's no pixels, which means there's no, how I'm interpreting it is there's no methodology to draw it. That doesn't exist. Think of grid paper. You take 2 points, and then you take a ruler and draw a line between the points. Okay. So I'm overthinking it. Okay, so it just makes cleaner lines. Is the synopsis of it? Similar to how, and you showed me this, Emnol, where we went into project settings and then we went into the display, I believe, and then it was something down here, I think. I know it was something here. Maybe it wasn't display. Well, you showed me something that made it the particle sharper. I don't remember what, or not particles, the pixel sharper. It doesn't try to figure out which pixel to turn on and off. It just moves the electron beam between the 2 points to draw a line. It just draws. Let me read that again. I appreciate your patience with me. It doesn't have to figure out which pixel to turn on and off. It just draws an electron beam between the 2 points. Boop boop. So point, draw a straight line, rather than this turn on, this turn off, this turn on, this turn off. So yeah. Which, I mean, as I was about to say, so it changes its rendering. And it's like, yeah, he started the conversation with high res. You idiot. But yeah, okay, gotcha. Now I'm understanding what high res means in regards to this. Like, I understand it or understood it in a abstract sense, but it's like, hey, here's actually what's happening and how it's rendering, rather than turning on and off. It's like, here's a point that you need. Just draw a line between these 2 points, rather than figuring out in context what is the 2 points in relation to, if that makes sense. No spoon. You keep saying words, man. I know you're no spoon. There is no spoon? No. That has to be a typo. My bad. I believe. You are in the Matrix. Oh, there is no spoon. That's a Matrix reference. Duh. Stupid. Yeah, I watched the Matrix. I just embarrassed myself. Yeah. I was I literally thought when you said Matrix, I was still in game dev, so I was like a series of lists, like a grid or something like that. Like what? And then connected it to, yes. The spoon moment is still like one of my favorite moments of like all cinema history. Like it's really, there's nothing like it. Like how it was amped up and everything, and then um the like his pure focus on it, and like truly about to do it, and then quickly get distracted, turn around, turn back to it, perfectly normal spoon, and it's like, I love that. I don't know, I love that. I have watched The Matrix. I have. I swear to God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Where the hell is this? Okay. Okay, so boom. Both don't go exactly how we want. in letter 2, it duplicates, or it did duplicate and no longer does. For player 1, it still duplicates, so let's set that to -1. Yeah, because we have to test it all the way through. Make sure it works all the way through as it's intended. Just to speed it up for ourselves, let's just make this, I don't know, 14. So maybe we'll just get to the line quicker. Hope that doesn't break it. No, it doesn't break it, so we're good there. Can't have two different audios playing at the same time. It's gonna drive me crazy. Okay. Could actually up it significantly more. Okay, so game over doesn't trigger for player 2, player 1. And then hopefully after we're done, we can fix that audio bug. Okay, player 1 is perfectly fine, transitions to game over screen. We'll pretty this up later. And then we'll rig up the controls later. Or the buttons rather. But player 2 does not trigger game over. So the game over state for player 2. Game over state for player 2. Oh. Well, I'm running into rendering issues on my game. The rendering, even on my 4K display, isn't as sharp as the original. Interesting. So I thought maybe I could render the scene at a higher resolution and then sample it down to my display game window. Try to make the lines look more clean. Gotcha. Okay. That's crazy though, that even on your 4K display, it's not sharp enough. Like that seems like excessive. And then sample it down. Gotcha. By sample it down, do you mean you would like grab a I don't know, for lack of a better word, a camera that would record, if you will, that display, and then add a high or lower resolution? Does that sound, or not lower resolution? I guess. I don't know what the terminology would be. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing my best to keep up with you. Okay. Okay, cool. That's a cool, sophisticated problem that I never would have, or I've never encountered before. To think about like that high of resolution. Sorry, I said resolution. I went into here when I don't need that. What I need is player 1 is perfectly fine. Player 2 game over state, which I think I thought, yes I do. They're both is 12, but since 1 is off, so you should be 11. And I'm not gonna keep clicking that button over and over again. We're gonna make it a stupid number, so let's do 30. Good. We'll have to have a scene animation and everything because obviously that's an abrupt game over screen. But I focus on that right now. What matters is that it is playable, that works. What was the last thing I had? Okay, this has been fixed. Where's that stupid squiggly line? There. Too much space. Lower priority. We'll keep that on there because I don't think it's too much space now. Dogs are fine. We can read the keyboard. What else? Let me just double check it, I guess. Let me. Again, and Noel, appreciate you trying to teach me through that. The big space isn't too bad because the shader kind of fills the space with this TV thing. Plus, if I get it to the way that I would like aesthetically, this would be on a retro TV. What I mean by that, in case you guys did not see it, I think you did, but I don't know, is to have it rendered on this TV. Kind of give a, I don't know if this TV is exactly the fit. This TV kind of feels too old for this type of game. But that's me being overly aesthetic. Rather than finishing the game, which is the most important element. So it transitions to the game over screen, that's fine. I guess everything else in this game is polished because it's done. Is that right? Is that a right statement? The game plays. You would select it at a different screen. You hop on. Oh, nope. The keyboard, which is right front and center, we don't have the animation for. So that is not fixed. So we're going to turn off the shader for a time being because that's going to clog up our work, and we're gonna what are we gonna do? Keyboard animation. 0TTV, we don't need that right now. Keyboard is right here. Keyboard, we're gonna have the animation player. The animation player should be attached to the keyboard. And then these are both visual, no? Or visible, I should say. Visibility is on. I'm guessing it's the Z-axis. The keyboard is on what? Keyboard is on 3. So you should be on a 4. You should both be on a 4. Can I do that? Visibility, no. Ordering. Should be on a 4. Okay. Anywho. So we're not worried about speed or scale right now. What we're doing is these work, right? Wait, do all of them loop like that? Okay, they should, but I don't want to assume that, like, yep, everything is right. No. Why don't I have a loop for you? Is that a setting I selected in the inspector? Does not look so. So letter A looks like looping here, letter B. Warp, loop, interpolation, or clamp. Clamp is hard and we're not necessarily trying to... Well, what would clamp look like? Oh, I thought it would pinball more vigorously, like, or... Okay, so first and foremost, I don't know what I did with letter A. That's my problem. Animation looping, top right corner. Animation looping. Okay. Do I have to set that setting? Is that only within the editor, or is that within... No, it should be looping either way. Okay. See. This is a property? Because then it would just be easier to say all of these are animation looping. Looping. This obeys the same logic as the animation mix or animation finish signal, so it will not. Wait, this is move and quit that it's talking about. Move, quit, and finish. So it will not quit the engine if the animation is set to be looping. If the engine is running on, okay, well, this is running in Movie Maker, which I didn't even know Movie Maker was a thing, and it's not running in Movie Maker, so we don't need to worry about that. Record videos with non-real-time simulation, like a fixed FPS. So like game trailers? Like what is the use case for this? Alright, don't get tripped up. Where animation player, I'm looking specifically for animation player, I'm looking specifically for loop. If looped animation is currently playing, let's queued. It's queued, and then this is about a different thing. I guess I can just quickly test it by doing A and N. Shouldn't take long. A is on looping, N is here looping. What is this? Autoplay on mode. N is autoplay on mode. Whoa, let's see. Let's see. Oh, null instance. Animation player, wait. No, not found animation player. Okay. Do I need to, I guess I'll call it and. Okay, so the very first time I reference it is down here, so we don't need to do that. We can just do, oops. Animation player should go here. On ready, variable, anime player, and oops. How are you still null when you're on ready? I state you in the very beginning. I have you on ready. Why are you null? Do it maybe if we state it at the very beginning of. Where are you? I don't see why that would make a difference per se. I don't think she should be on the process function either. I think she should just be in the ready function. Oop, pass. And then ready. Oh, I'm not even using it ready. Not even using it ready. Thinking of a thing to type in here. Thinking of a thing to type in here. What did I have before? Oh, to play the animation in the very beginning. Dot play. That's not it at all. It dot play. What are you reading as right now? You should be the... To give you a crazy idea on how... To give you an idea of how crazy I'm being with this, I'm currently skimming through a manual for one of the vector displays to get some detail. It's a repair manual for the newest that was written in 2002, and I believe it was made to help collectors fix them. That sounds right. 2002. Wow. But cool, a cool subject that you're able to research. I remember, what was it? I remember listening to, what was that name of that audio book or name of that book? Not Doom Guys. No, I think it was Doom Guys. Hold on, let me make sure. Let me check. Let me check. No. No. There was another book that they on it. For the most part, no one has made them in a long time. I mean, by that point, the tech was already nearly 20 years out of date. Yeah, fair enough. So collectors have to fix them, can't just buy. Yeah, no, I mean, you literally can't. Like, it reminds me of, what's it called? The Adeptus Mechanicus in the War of Hammer series. Like, they can't reinvent the technology. Whatever technology they have accessible to them, they just fucking gotta work with. Like, how do you fix it? How do you you can't build on top of it. You gotta leave it be. You just gotta maintain it and worship it. You know, let the machine spirit help you out. But that's it. Which I kind of love. It's kind of like historians of technology, or museum. Well, museum has like a museums can have like a weird, gross, like, ooh, this is precious, so nobody interact with it type of feel. But like the idea of like preserving technology, I think is cool. Hence Adeptus Mechanicus. But yeah. Add child, add sibling. What are you reading as? Is this an individual scene? You know what? I don't think that's how you do it. I think I'm trying to do something else. Or maybe I do it here. Animation, player. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to like define it for it. I don't remember. Be like, this is what it's supposed to be. Don't interpret what I'm trying to say. Just make it this. But I don't think I'm doing it right. Anime player dot. Yeah, because there's no play button. I think it's just reading as a node. Can't tell what these properties are for per se. Oh, to string. Is it reading it as? I don't know why I'm guessing when I could just. What? Oh, pass. Fine, fine. Wait. Function ready has the same name as the previous declared function. Where's that? I do have two ready functions? Ready. I'm confused. Function ready has the same name as the previously declared function. Where? Oh, right there. Okay. Which means I was using the ready function, which means I can do this instead. Why the hell the ready function is at the bottom? I don't know. No idea. Tomfoolery on my part. Like, truly tomfoolery. Okay, Anne is playing. An I. That may be because it's on auto load, because I think that's the only difference. A username that's good, welcome back. I'm back exactly half an hour later. A minute earlier. Well, happy you're back regardless. Bum bum bum. Okay. Object returns as null. That's not good. Which means we can't use it. Why can't we use you? You're on ready variable, boom, boom. We reference this, and then we should play the animation of that. But we don't necessarily have to, right? Because in play, in none of the code, wait. Okay, yeah, no, that's right. Yeah. Let me make sure that's absolutely true by doing this. No, I don't think we need to do this. And if it still plays, then it's, yeah, and it's fine. A needs to be fixed, so A, I think it comes down to auto load within the animation player. Did you celebrate a Fat Tuesday Thursday? Celebrate Fat Tuesday? Do you celebrate Fat Tuesday today? I don't know what Fat Tuesday is. I don't think I've ever heard of that in my life. You guys always introduce me to something interesting. Fat Tuesday. There's no way this is a thing. Tuesday. Oh. Totally a thing. Oh, Ash. Oh. Wait, now I'm confused. Two different things. Holiday on the day after Ash Wednesday. Oh. Did not know that was a thing. Did not know that was a thing. That's cool though. There's one or too many names for it. Yeah. Yeah, but either way, I've never no, I've never celebrated this before. But maybe if I my family is very religious, very Christian, but I've never really resonated with that. You know, much respect to everybody's beliefs. So yeah, no, I've never really I've never celebrated Ash Wednesday or like did the ash on my face or Fat Tuesday, which sounds more fun to be honest. But religious significance. I wouldn't want to just like impose on, like, I heard you guys party on this day. Like, fucking. I guess that's what we're doing with St. Patrick's Day. Anyway. Where the fuck was I? Alright, N needs to be fixed. And does N update? No, it does not. Okay. N needs to be fixed, A needs to be fixed, number 1. Which again is auto load. I was just on that. I guess when I solved it before I left. Oh no, it's not in that, it's in here. You should have a, there it is. A is auto load. Okay, so A, auto load. Save, play, now they will flash as they should. Cool. Oh wait, A is not flashing, but N is not flashing? The fuck? You're both on auto. Oh wait, can you both be on auto load? Why would there be a limitation to that? That doesn't make sense either. Or unless I don't understand auto load. It looks like there is, so obviously I don't understand auto load. Auto load on play. Auto load. There is no auto load, but there is an auto play. I'm not religious myself, I just know today is the day that you get pho in donut shops. Wait, no, I'm reading it like pho as in, as in like the, not Vietnamese, but like the ramen thing. PHA? Pho? No, that is still pho. Am I thinking it's the same thing? What? What is that? It's a fucking donut. Why didn't they just say that? I don't know. Let me be intelligent here. I'm sure it's just not a donut. There's a reason it's spelled like this. Is there a recipe for it? Cool. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, it's a jelly-filled donut. That's what I'm seeing. Oh, it's Polish. Fat Tuesday, yeah. Alright, I'm going through because I'm like, can I do this right now? I don't think I have the fruit for it, but plus I'm streaming. What the fuck am I talking about? It's just like jelly-filled donuts are awesome, but yeah, it's a jelly-filled donut. It's just I didn't realize there was a cultural significance to it. Which why wouldn't there be? It's food. All food is culturally significant. There is lots more sugar and yeast than normal donuts, I think. It feels like a jelly-filled donut, but either way, I've never had it. I say that, and it's like, but have you had it from like a Polish shop? You know what the fuck you're talking about, you know, or something like that. But thank you for teaching me a new thing. I did not know about Fat Tuesday, which I love that name. Nor did I know about freaking this pronunciation, Paxi? But now I want a jelly-filled donut. Oh, I should have ate before stream. Now I'm super hungry. Oh, God. Alright. Key to animation to play when seed loads. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what we need. So we're gonna do auto. Sorry, one more time. Oh, nope, not duplicate. I'm trying to control F and I'm trying to auto load. Oh, auto load isn't a thing, so auto play, and then that's a string. Playback, auto capture, playback, auto capture, auto play is a string. Hey, the key of animation to play when the scene loads. I don't think that's what we need. Fawn skis. Thank you, fawn skis. I'm gonna write that down. So, is it? Oh, but today's Tuesday. Damn it. Well, maybe they would have some left over. I'll look it up. I'll look it up. See if I can get some tomorrow. And then again, fun skies. Fun skies. Fun guys. Fun skies. God, alright, that made me so hungry. Alright, focus on this. Focus on what I'm doing. Now I'm all thinking about is food. This. We are playing the animation, but the animation is not happening immediately. We thought autoload was the reasoning, but only one can be on autoload at a time, so therefore we have to look for a property, or probably a property within the animation player that we can set. Is most likely a bool variable, since we're turning it on. Autoplay string. I don't see it. Oh, autoplay string is this. Once it loads into the scene, automatically play this particular animation. Got it. Never mind. Float. Or no, sorry, not float. Bool is playing. Maybe is playing. I think it's playing, is it? Returns true if animation is currently playing, even if speed. That's not what we want. That doesn't really do anything other than just telling us it's on, right? Returns true if animation. Yeah, no, that's not what we want to do. Anytime I can relay some info on foods, my brother. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I know, out of all the, and I don't, take this with a grain of salt 100%, but out of all the people I knew that I graduated with in college that went into culinary, a lot of them are still doing it and are happy with it. That is a small data size or sample size, so do with that information what you will. But I mean, I love food, and people that get into food, like, there's something special about your soul and who you are as a person. Be like, I want to feed people. I want to feed people really good food. Like, that's what a sweet human thing. Like, did your brother make fawn skis for you? He should have. He absolutely should have. God, that sounds so good right now. All right, focus. God, I'm just thinking about fawn skis. Fawn skies. Fawn skies, yeah. Right, only one auto load at a time, alright, and then The solution's always simple and always staring me right in the face. If the solution is simple and is staring me right in the face, then I just need to look at the documentation. That's really usually the rule. And within the documentation, I'm going to carefully read through because I don't want to. Oh, we could have done a tween animation, I guess, for these as well. Because it's not a complex animation by any means. Word. Doing a scary assignment with tasteless candy that messes with your taste buds. Is he like a? He sounds like a evil, an evil chef like doctor. Like that sounds like a weird anime protagonist that you're like, this anime is so fucking weird. A tasteless candies that mess with your taste buds. To what end? Who invented that? And for what reason? And are they okay? Like, what the fuck? That's so interesting. Oh, human beings are so interesting. Mess with your taste buds. To what extent? Because, like, part of why a pineapple is so juicy is and delicious and it has that sensation is that the acidity from the pineapple is eating you back. Like, the acidity from that is wearing away at you. Delicious. Love pineapples. So that's why I'm guessing it has some type of acidity effect. No, it's tasteless. So tasteless, you would definitely taste something if the acidity was over, what is it, 7? So all I understand, your tongue has 4 receptors that don't taste but feel. Interesting. So like mint makes your tongue feel cold. Interesting. Cool. That's cool that people isolated it and then are able to experiment with it to be like spicy, hot. Yeah. Interesting. That's cool. Again, it's like, because it's like hacking a system. It's like, it's not necessarily hot, it's not necessarily cold. It's that the way the receptors are interpreting those signals is that, oh, this is cold when it's not cold. This is hot when it, it could not be hot. It could be, that's a bunch of hot sauce on a cold pizza, The other two I'm scared of. What are the other two? Hold on. What are the other two? You said one was for taste, one is for feel. Is one for, well, I don't know how old you are, so I'm not going to make that joke. You got chili oil that has like a billion Scoville. Oh my god. No. What would he be? My college buddy, super into hot sauce. David, super into hot sauce, and I've never been crazy into it. I meant to. I have to take him out to some place to have some spicy something one day. But yeah. That's insane. And also sounds like it would give you a horrible time afterwards. Current animation. We're playing the animation. In one instance, we're playing the animation as not looping, but we chose for it not to loop deliberately, something we did through the code. So how are we doing it currently that is causing it to not loop, so that way we can cause it to loop? Reverse engineer it in that way. Here is play. but that doesn't seem like anything, really. We're just telling it to play that animation upon the input. Yeah, so when we pull, we play the animation. I feel like there was something we did that specifically. I feel like there was something we did that made it sure it did not loop. Oh no, maybe I'm thinking about with the music. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I think that was it, because and Null helped with that. And so in that, so I guess we'll do it in the same place. And we'll say if the anime player. Oh, are we still not able to reference it? Is that also part of, oh no, I deleted it because I didn't think we needed it. I guess we could just state it in the process function, it's fine. I don't think we're gonna use it anywhere else. A variable for it is anime underscore player, and the anime player is this. Where are you? And here we say they are called TR Triumph 8, or I guess it's TRPM8 receptors. Those are the last two that you were talking about, the other two receptors on your tongue. They're both called that. They both fall under that category. One is for feel, one is for taste. Two you're scared of. Nope, all of them. All of them are called? Oh, your taste bud, that's what they're called? That is a super cute name that we came up for then, if it's TRPM8. Because, like, that's I don't know, it's not exactly taste, but it's cool. Wait, okay, but, so, all of we have, all of them are the same receptor, right? But if they're all the same receptor, what fragments them into different groups that one is for feel, one is for taste, and then the other two are for... I want to make a dirty joke, but I have no idea how old anyone is in here, so... It has 4 channels, I think. So... one layer is receptors that do the interpretation of whatever it's interacting with, and then I guess the engine or the hardware beneath it is fragmented. I don't know how that works. I'm now thinking of the end null metaphor that he was talking about before, with how like laser I'm gonna sound dumber than I intend, so I'm gonna stop myself there. If anime player, I got to ask my brother about it tomorrow. Yeah, because that sounds. I mean, I guess we could Google it right now, but yeah. I mean, I'd much rather learn it through your brother who's in culinary school, and call me stupid, please, because I didn't factor in for the biological like response that chefs and people in culinary school would factor in for. Obviously, you taste things with your tongue. Why would you not learn about the tongue? It's really, really cool to interpret, like, that your tongue is interpreting things, and it's like, this is hot, and it's like, even if it's not, like you said, like with mint, it's very cool. Best of luck to your brother with school. Hope he makes some bomb-ass meals for your people he wants to cook for and is paid well to do it. If anime player stop playing, why can't I do playing? Oh right, we had a problem referencing it before, so maybe I need to do this. My brother is basically the opposite of me. He's not too social, is basically... Wait. basically the opposite of me. He's not too social. I basically feed off it. Gotcha. So your brother is my brother is basically the opposite. So you are social. He is not social. And because he's not particularly social, you don't mind him ranting about or teaching about his passion of culinary, which is sweet. That's just a sweet story. Sorry, I got lost in that story. Okay. So, pull force, blah, 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 blah. We're keeping pull force because that's for testing purposes. We need to reset that later. Our current focus is the animation playing. We can't reference the animation player. And I wanted to put it here, but for whatever reason it gave us a problem. If we define it in the ready function, that's, I would imagine, no different than the onReady over here, so there's no point of that. Okay, what's going on? Oh, 2 vars. That's what's going on. Okay, and then just to make sure, because I don't know if it's gonna... Okay, cool. Animation player, that's exactly what we want. Cool. Playing versus is playing. Audio stream player 2D, that has a specific bit of audio. Okay, so that is different. Okay, so can't do a full, but where we were. Where were we? It's gonna be playing, and I can't do that. Is playing, it's a function that we were looking at. I have to look at the definition. It's just gonna return true, so that doesn't help us. Well, I guess we could use that actually, because it's the same thing. If equal true, same thing, then play. Now here's the kicker. We simplify it. Simplify it. Simplify it. Simplify it. Goal. What do I want to do? I want to play animation based on letter that is based on what is the current and I actually have a variable name for it. based on what is current player 1 or player 2. When simplify it. Determine what letter you're on. Once you determine the letter you're on, you reference current, which again will likely be this. Reference this. And how do you select the animation? Because we were doing it based off of, could we just give each of them that particular animation? That way it just belongs to the letter and we can reference it that way? Would it be easier to do that, or would it be easier given what we have right now? I don't know. What are the steps that you want to follow? Determine what the letter you're on. Once we determine what letter we're on, we'll reference that letter. Reference current letter. Take out all this. Reference current letter. And once we reference the current letter, we say play animation associated with that letter. And the way that we have it fragmented now is that it belongs to this particular keyboard. Will we emit a signal? What would be the thing? Because we're changing the letter by doing a counter. So the way that we're determining what letter we're on is via counter. Is there some other counter that we can create for the animation? Sounds too complicated. What is a basic thing? Fundamental basic thing. A fundamental basic thing would be rather than we go through a list, can we just go through a list of the animation and then just iterate on it the exact same way? Probably. Is there a way to reference all the animations? Yeah. Okay. But does this exist as a current list that we could reference and say, start from 0, same as we were doing before? Maybe. How could we prove that? How does that make sense? We would... This has to be saved somewhere. Are we able to... No. Are we able to... No. Animation player. Oh yeah, I'll show you fucking best view, you son of a bitch. Banned. Now I got moderation mode. Oh, I feel like a real streamer. Alright, we're back essentially to the same problem. No, we're not. Because now we think we're going to reference a list. Now, does this... How is the animation stored? Dot play. Autoplay, and then default, and then whatever the animation is. Current animation... Current animation length. No, we don't need that. Position? Don't need, wait. Current animation position. Position inside, no, we don't need that. Cool. Well, great to have you back, Endel. What I'm trying to do now, simply explained, is have the animations playing. The animations I created for the blinking controllers, to have that playing, or I'm playing and updating. I can make it play, but I need to be able to have it update as the letters go on. Which, as I say that, whoa, what's all this? What are all these errors? Animation not found. Oh, I didn't put an animation here. Oh, right, because I was like, well, how do I update this so that way it's more of a variable than word. I'm thinking of a word. Like hard-coded. So yeah, simply put, updating the animation as we go on with the letters. So as the letter choice changes, the highlighted letters change. Originally, I was like, oh, well, all of these animations exist in this list. I could just iterate on it the same way I'm doing for the letters. It's a list, each has to be 0, 1, 2, 3, blah, blah, blah. So let me just iterate on that list and then have player 2 start at a different value. No problem. Relatively simple. But I can't reference this list. It's not like a thing that allows me to reference it. Like it's like as if it exists only here, which I thought it would create like an animation file for it, but it doesn't. It's only lives in the animation player, so I can't reference. Display list of animations. Like I feel like it's a list. It's literally a list, an array. I should be able to be like, play the first one in this array. Play the, like, but I'm. So that the animation, I assume you either need to move the animation to different areas or have a copy of an animation for each letter that turns on and off. Yeah, exactly. The latter. So and I'll just do this really quick. So yeah, the letter N blinking, I'll do it with A, but just for the example. And then once, and that, how it's blinking is an individual animation that is attached to this animation player that references this highlight that we have, pending. I think this was also your idea, Noel, to have it, which is a good idea, to have it color coded so that player 1 is red and player 2 is yellow, and then it just updates. Oh, you're not on N, you're on O, so here's the position of it, and here is the flashing. Where are you, Loopy? Loopy? There we go. Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah. There's a flashing of it. So yeah. Yeah, individual letters right now. But I wish I could just reference display list of animations in player. Can you just give me this list to be able to reference? Like, you exist to have to be able to do that, right? Doesn't make so much logical sense. That if it's a list, I should be able to reference that list. Let me type in list. List. Returns list of animation keys that are currently queued to play. I don't know. I think this is my best bet. And if I take this, I don't know. And no, I will listen to whatever suggestion you got. As always, willing to learn from that master. Don't know why I'm doing this. Get Q. So if we set a variable, so you made an animation for each letter, correct? Yep. Correct. Or a set of letters, I guess, if the player's letter changes at the same time. Yeah, there's if they change at the same, yeah, they're two individual sprites. So it's just a sprite with a little bit of opaqueness to it, and that sprite, pending whatever animation is playing, has a set position and a set modulation, so that just does the color. So yeah, it's a singular list, and the singular list of animations that controls for both player 1 and player 2 have two individual sprites, so they don't compete with each other. One is responsible for player 1, one is responsible for player 2, and the animation player is managing both of those. God, I should have ate beforehand. Yeah, that's exactly my question, and no, I'm just get excited because I'm like, so I'm right. I'm not fucking crazy. Here's the list of animations, but it doesn't exist in the project. Like if I try to look for, ooh, wait, let me type it in verbatim. Letter O. Yeah. Oh, that's not O. Letter O. Letter sounds. Letter O. That's the scene for letter O, but that doesn't have the animation attached to it. Yeah, if I could just reference this list of animations, then I could say, play the first one in this animation for player 1, and then iterate on it. And then same thing, but for player 2. Well, not same thing, but you know what I mean. So I made the list within the animation player. Within the animation player, I clicked new, blah 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 animation, and then made the animation. So that's where it exists. Copy tracks. No, it's none of these. A classic and no. Classic. Okay. So this is a fucking list. This list exists. There has to be a way for me to reference this exact list of animations that I created. There has to be. And the brain says look at documentation, but I don't. Oh, I think I came upon this point twice. Packed string array. So if we do out of for shits and giggles, let's just say, if we do in the ready function, ready. In the ready function, if we do anime player dot get q, Or maybe, can I do print in the middle here? Can I do that? Will you let me do that? No. Fair. Empty array. How? How does that register as an empty array? We get Q, and getting Q is returns a list of the animation keys that are currently... Oh, so none of them are queued. That makes sense. Damn it. None of them are queued. And that's the only time list is mentioned here? Yes, it is. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Returns node, which, no. Returns playing if true. That's not what we need. We need to get a list of their animations. Alright, well. When all else fails, you know what you can do? You know what you can do? How to get the list of animations within Kiddos animation player. Get animation list. Son of a bitch! I swear to God, that's literally the most user-friendly name I've ever heard. If that's really what it currently is, get underscore animation list. Yep, stupid. I feel so stupid. I feel so stupid. Okay. Okay, and that is the whole thing. Yep, all of the animations. Great. Cool. Cool. And now that we have the full list, what we can do is, we'll say, same thing that we did before for the letters, which I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna look it up because I don't remember how I use this. I use the letter counter, but like where did I use it? I know I use it as a parameter, but in what function? I use it as a parameter within the function that gets the child. Rather than getting the child, we're gonna get the, I guess the position, or not position, whatever it is in the array. If this is an array, I don't know what this is. Yeah, I think it has to be considered an array. But the reset animation is a no. But either way, we should hit end game before we get to either of those. As long as it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Yes, it is in alphabetical order, so we're good there. Yep. So we go back to where we have it in the ready function. Here we get the list. And also at the beginning, well, is it at the beginning? Again, how do I use this? I think this is in the update letter, so it should be within the same function. So here we should we iterate on, we change if we have children in there, then we get the next child. Next child is determined by the counter, and then we do the spawn point. Where in this do we want the thing to highlight to be updated? I guess once the letter changes, we should just update at that point. So it updates here. changes, and then the change it'll filter out. And at this point, we should say if the no, not even if. We should say the list. Oh, because that only exists in the ready function. That's why you don't do that. At one ready variable. Variable. All right. And then that still reflects the same, right? We're still gonna get the value for that. I guess I could just test it in the code. Let me do that. And to do that, I would go to where I want it, which is in the update function, and we say here list of animations, and we dig dot, and it's even though it's not gonna let me, which I think is resolved in Godot 4.4, the next version. I can still reference the variables that should be at play, and that would be not get Q, because we get the array, and what do I want to reference? I want to reference within the array, not the position. In this list of animations, say it plainly, say it simply. In the animations, I want to reference which one is playing. List of. Could I just do? I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm thinking clearly on this, but let me just really quick do this. And what I expect that to say is letter A. I'm correct. So in the update function, for letter 2, well, both of them. So right here, at this point, we should say list of animations, and then we say dot play, and then but then dot play uses a string, so we have to get. I just had it. If I reference, because it already has the list of animations, so play, and then here is where we would insert the counter. Is that, how could we do that? Yeah, because it's already the list of animations, and then we say play this animation. And how is it determined? This animation is whatever it is in the array, and we determine that by determining a counter, and I would put that probably with the other counter we have. So say variable p1 animation counter. Now, will you let me do that? Will that work? P1. That's right under the spawn. So once it spawns in the new letter, that's when we should play. You're gonna be P2. But of course we need to iterate on it. So same as we do up. Where do we iterate? Oh, I guess that's within the scoring thing. Yeah, once we score, we increase it. I think I unnecessarily spread this out, but just to keep it as fuck shit semi-organized. Wait, where are you getting the list of animations? I'm getting the list of animations from a function. The list of animations is list of animations. It is referencing the animation player and then using the function get animation list, which just produces a list of the animations. And then I tested before in the ready function that I was able to say list of animations, and I was able to reference one in the array, which produced letter A. So I am able to reference a specific one. So how I'm using it now is once we score and it updates the letter, at that point we say get the list of animations and play this animation. It's a variable because we're going to iterate on that number, same as we do for the letters spawning in. So I'm going to go to there, and again, I recognize that it's unnecessarily spaced out. I didn't not organize this very well, but it is what it is. And then it's going to be plus equal to 1, and then the same thing for 2. P2 animation counter is plus equal to 1. Okie dokie. So yeah, I think that will work. We'll see. I hope I answered your question effectively and all. Pause you. Start you up. N is playing. N is also on auto load now. If N is on auto load, that kind of defeats what I'm trying to do here. Or it doesn't defeat it, but it doesn't prove that what I did worked. What? Oh, there it is. Yeah, N is on auto load. Shoot. It not being on auto load, then neither of them are gonna. Okay. Oh, also a lot in the debugger. Get animation list returns an array of strings, so it's just a list of names of animations. I find it likely that you'll have to use some kind of set method using the name. I don't. Perhaps. And the reason I say perhaps, and let me know how right or wrong I am, is that in. What is this registering as? It should register as an animation player. Again, let me know how right or wrong I am with this. Print lists of animations, and as long as we reference a number in the array, we say get that list, and then what I want is the, let's say, first in that list. So we should get letter B. So we see letter B. So if we just, rather than referencing the number in like hard coding it, we sub out this for a variable, the variable being the animation counter, and we tick up the counter with each score, so that way we say play, and then which animation, the animation pending what the counter says, if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. Get animation returns. No, I did read that. Okay. Okay. Oh, my eyeballs. My eyeballs. Okay, what is this error that keeps popping up? Changing the play somewhere. I likely missed this. I assume you're changing the play somewhere. Not 100% sure what you mean, but now I'm also confused why I had this here. If it's not playing, then you should play. I mean, I guess this, no, well, is playing. This is playing if an animation is playing. So now I'm confusing myself a little bit. So what I thought I was trying to say here is if the animation playing, if the animation player is not playing anything similar to this function, but different obviously, because they're two different data types or nodes. So if the animation is playing or is not playing, then continue to play the animation. And the animation that is playing is determined by, again, the, what the hell is it called? The counter and all that stuff. The counter and all that jazz. I hope that makes sense. I'm not fully making sense to myself, but well, this is an error, so either way, this code doesn't make sense. Still not sure where your setting is playing, but I'll assume you are doing it somewhere. Sorry, I haven't. No, it's 100% fine. I'm totally cool with you being in the background, and no, I totally understand, or with me being in the background rather, because yeah, you're working on your project, so totally understandable. But let me check the playing, because I thought I was setting it here in the process function. Hey, if it's not playing, then play it. But let me double check, because paying attention, paying attention. No. Again, you got your own project, so I totally get it. Like, pay attention when you can. Absolutely. I totally get like having the idea in your head and you just have to work on it. Like, there were so many times in my previous relationship with the mother of my child where we would just be out doing something or talking or something, and I would just quickly run away because I'm like, oh shit, I think I figured it out, and then I like had to type it in. Play section with markers backwards. That's the string name. Play the animation with key name, and that's 4.4 doc. It should be the same though. Yeah. Play the animation with key name, which is here, and the section starting start marker and end marker, which are strings. How do you identify end and start with strings? This method is shorthand play section with markers with custom speed. Okay, the custom speed part I get. Maybe it's Play with capture. You can use the method. No, it's not that one either. It has to be this one that we were talking about. Thanks, man. Have a good night. Yeah, thank you. Hopefully, once I get this set, then we can just focus on the aesthetics of it. My next stream is on Thursday. Hope to see you then, but if not, you know, I'll see you later. Regardless, have a good night, man. Or yeah. My brain. Play animation with key name. The key name would be whatever, which one we reference in the array, so variable. And then the second part is this start marker. How do we identify start marker? Starting from start marker. What is the start marker if it's a string? Equals and empty. Equals and empty. I don't know what the default values mean in this. Starting with start marker and end marker in reverse. I'm not 100% sure, but I think you can pass the right value in the array, in your array of animations. Yeah, I agree. I think I can pass it in here. Play section with markers backwards. Let's try that. Let's just give it a try. Yeah, well, that's what I did. I think I did. No? Where are you? God, I mentioned play a lot. I think it's toward the end. Here we go. Yeah. So animation.play. But maybe animation, if it's playing, if there is an animation playing, or if there's not an animation playing, then play it. And which one is it playing? It's based off of, maybe this is the problem. Well, it is the problem. That is literally the line that we keep getting the error on. So this is wrong. So let's pass in that function, which is play section with markers. Let's try that. Play. Oh, animation dot player dot play underscore. What is it called? Section. Oh, that does not work. So let's try dot play and move from there. Play, and then list of animations dot p1 to string. Oh no, it's what is the name of your list of animations? Literally list of animations. There is your list of animations. Letter A. There you go. Oh shit. Sorry, I was missed part of this. It should already be a string. That's right. Yeah, it should be. So then dot play and then list of animation. Right? Am I using that right? I feel like I'm still missing something. Okay, 10 o'clock. I was like, why is my brain like so fuzzy? And then it gets fuzzy toward the end. Oh, then it gets fuzzy toward the end of the night, which I hate. I wish I could start earlier. Oh no. Let's see what happens. My BOY may need a WALK, but I'm hoping that's not the case. Hey, baby boy. Hey, you just want attention? Is that it? Do you just want attention? Is in love and attention? Is that it? Oh, it's the boy. It's the boy. It's my boy. It's my handsome boy. Here's my handsome boy. Yes. It's my handsome boy. Yes, he is. He's my handsome boy. Come here. Come here, Papa. Oh, the handsome boy. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, Papa loves you. Oh, Papa loves you. Oh, no. Papa loves you. It's just love and attention you wanted, right? Nothing else? Ooh, boy. You okay? What's up? No, man. We were making relatively good progress. Yes, he is the cutest. He's so awesome. List of animations, right, and then whichever one in the array. Play that list of animations, and then there would be P1 counter. Wait, what? Oh, can I play list of animations? Okay, first of all, insert 0. Okay, cool. Oh, but it wouldn't be 0. We would be plugging in the P identifier. So I can't do that in this call. If I can't do that in this call, I'll just say, yeah, he's such a good boy. Oh, the boy. Alright, I'm 90% sure he needs an OUT. What was I just about to do? I know, my boy, I know. I hear you. Just give me a second. List of animations is playing, and we get the list of animations, and then we get the P1, P1, what is this called again? Animation counter, and then we do the same thing for this one. And if, I don't know if this is redundant, because it's the same thing, so it should be the same thing, but if oh, sorry. Again, I keep missing when you type it, but I think we're in the same spot. Oh boy, give me a second. You should be playing, no? You're in the process function. If you're not playing, then... Oh, I deleted my play, yeah. Dot play, and then the animation. Dot play, and then the animation. Nope. That's not it. Non-existent. Why is this non-existent? In this list of... Oh, because this is... No, it should still be... You say ... No, so I'm making a silly mistake here. List of here, and then here we get the animation list. So it wouldn't be play here, I guess. It would be animation player dot play, and then the how do I get which animation again? It's list of animations with the P1, which is yeah, okay, we were on the same page. I was just slower than you, as always. I was like, what? And I was like, oh, I'm referencing a list and being like, playlist. And it's like, what the fuck? I'm a list. What do you want from me? I was like, oh no, I meant to reference the animation player. My bad. Yeah. So I got that going. Playlist play. I was like, I'm just a series of things. What do you mean play? What is play? Play. Like, I don't know what play is, man. I'm a list. Silly. Oh man. Sorry. Hey string, play. And it's like, I'm letters, man. I'm letters. I'm a series of letters. Do you want to reference a particular character of mine? Do you want me to print a particular line of a particular string within the sequence? I don't know what you mean, man. Like literally string. What? I literally don't know what you mean by play. That doesn't exist in my language. I know character. I don't know what other string. I guess I forgot what the thing is to reference the beginning of beginning of a string and end of a string. I know stuff in relation to a string. You're telling me to like, I don't know, like going up to a man and being like, "Hey, get pregnant," and it's like I can't. Not even. It literally wouldn't. The language doesn't exist. So I guess going to your toaster and being like, "Clean," I toast. I toast bread. Actually, looks like string name knows a lot. Does it now? Does it? Because I was like, I knows like just. Bitch, what? Where is this? There we go. Oh man, my nose. Oh wow, there's a huge list of methods. Yeah. Which even makes it even more confusing that it was like, I don't know what you mean, man. You mean operator? Oh, not operator, that's a bad example. But, a lot of these, I've never, hex to integer? Interesting. I've never come across capitalization I can see using, but I was like, I don't see me using like most of these. This sounds like a word game type of thing. Hash like what is hash in this context? Because when I read hash, I'm thinking the like a sequence of integers and letters that like communicate to an external system to be like, hey, like a public and private key that provides that like hash. Oh yeah, literally. Value representing string. Oh well, string content. Which Godot is written in, so I guess a lot of methods or a series of characters. A lot of them remind me of C++. Oh yep. Yeah, so I guess it would just make sense to make that one-to-one since it's already like there, if you will, like the tool set's in the box. If that makes sense. Let me just check on my boy really quick. You okay? You can wait a little bit. Cool. He's chilling. I say that, and then, of course, I give him attention, and this is what I get. This is what I get for giving him attention and loving him. This is what I get for giving you attention and loving you. This is what I get for giving you attention and loving you. He's a boy. He's the ugliest boy in the world. Yes, he is. Yes, he is, my ugly boy. Yes. I love you. You're over me? Yes. Need to go out? Yeah. Yeah. Of course he does, because he's a beautiful boy who needs to go out when it's inconvenient, and I don't, I never understand the timing of it. It's like he can sense, like, hey, would now be a bad time? Are you kind of like solving stuff and you're in a bit of a flow? Are you being introduced to cool ideas? Well, I'm gonna fuck that up for you. I'm like, why, my boy? Why would you do that? It was like, because I love you, and I need to go on a walk right now. I was like, all right. Whoa. C++ has always felt like big brain to me. Big brain math. But I'll check this out later for sure. This and I learned that you can do a lot more with strings, and a lot of them relate to C++. That's what I'm learning. But okay, hopefully we'll get the animation player working tomorrow, or not tomorrow. Thursday. Thursday is my next stream. As always, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're gonna head over to a friend. And Noel, have a great night. Just saying that Godot doc looks amazing compared to C and C++. I mean, aesthetically for sure. I mean, this feels like a manual. Like really, like, I don't know what the even terminology. It doesn't look good. And again, Godot is like, here, we have dark modes. We'll highlight things. Like, it gives you appreciation for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna get going. I have to walk my boy. He gotta go to the bathroom. So I will see you guys on Thursday, hopefully. And Noel, have a good night as always. I'll see you, man.